Alright. You know how we got this? Rocky Leo again. We got some TG1. And then we got Craig over here. But they can introduce themselves if they want to.
How y'all doing today, world? This is what we're going to call the forum. With us three. We're just going to be here, you know, all the time. You know, reviewing certain things. Hitting on certain things. Just letting people know how we feel from a young folks' point of view. You know, I ain't as young as these two cats, but you know, I'm not as old either. So I lived through a few times, you know, a few of my years or whatever. Today's topic today is violence in video games.
Yeah, that's a good topic.
Now I'm gonna hit on the first topic because I hear a lot of people out there in the media or whatever. And they blame video games and the media, period, for a lot of bad things that go on in life. And I'm gonna be one of the, you know, saying the first one to tell you, I play a ton of video games. I mean, a ton. I don't know how to explain what a ton is. Just imagine if, you know, how you drink water. That's how I play video games, and I've been playing video games for years. And I don't even have a felony.
I ain't got much. Hey, I keep playing.
I watch, you know, Bird is busted all about that. You can't just walk to the set like that. I mean, it's just not even. See, we was talking about violence in video games, Bird, and like we could have just like beat you up. But then we know this is real life, and this is not a video game. That was my other brother, you know. Yeah, that's the perfect scenario. Now, according to everyone else, they said they got psychological proof that video games promote violence.
If that was true, I would have just went San Andreas on and said, oh, keep walking the door. Or we all would stab our teachers in the country.
Hey, exactly. They actually said video games promote violence. Now, I ain't no expert, and I can't really tell you exactly how long video games been around, but I know they ain't been around almost 100 years. They been 100 years? I don't know what, 60?
About what? 70?
Yeah. Video games ain't been around that long. But violence has been around since the beginning of time. In fact, everything we know in life was founded on violence. You name it. Your freedom to say what you want, it took violence just to get to that point.
Right. Pretty much.
And there's no video game that's going to change that. And I think when the media and people jump in and they come out and say, well, video games are doing this and video games are doing that, all you do is give an idiot an excuse to use when they do something that dumb.
Pretty much.
Because if I do something stupid, I wouldn't hesitate to know shit to get my ass out of trouble and just say a video game then.
Blame it on Halo.
I'm going to blame it on Halo. I'm going to blame it on any game. I don't even play Grand Theft Auto, but I'm going to blame it on Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, that's the new thing. Don't blame it on the drink. Blame it on the game.
Blame it on the video game. Yeah, so when you with that young girl, blame it on Mass Effect. No, seriously. Cain killed Abel. We all know that. Everybody know that. So you mean to tell me he was playing Mario Brothers and came to that conclusion? Listen, stop blaming video games. Stop blaming media. Stop blaming all that shit for the bad things that go on in life. And people need to start taking the responsibilities as an adult, as an parent, to what their kids do.
So true. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to control and shun your kid from everything, but you gotta learn to teach that kid that shit is just video games. Like, you can't blame World of Warcraft if your kid go on a killing spree. Like, you can try it, you could think it, but when it all boils down to it, your kid kill people because he felt like it. World of Warcraft was just on your house. And to be honest, I think video games relieve a lot of stress. Boy, a lot of people don't know. It's been times where you just feel like slapping somebody. You sit down, play Resident Evil, blow a couple zombies' heads off and straight.
Yeah, there's been times where I want to just go straight to video people, but I just pop in Tekken, take out all my aggression on them. The characters with the most icons, I just beat their ass over and over, and it be the training dummies, so they can't fight back.
Yeah, and it do tend to relieve a lot of stress. And I think video games do help more people than it hurt. And I think everybody who sits there and has the audacity and the ignorance to say something like that, they really need to take a step back and look in the mirror. Because a statement like that is pure ignorance. To me, it's pure ignorance to sit here and say that a video game or what this person is watching has influenced this person to do anything. Everything you do throughout life, you have a choice. These two guys can't influence me to do nothing. What I see on TV can't influence me to do nothing. I have a choice. And my mom, and she wasn't a particularly, I ain't gonna say she was the greatest mom, but she was a mom. She never hid anything from us. You know, her stash of pornos was never locked up. And I mean, my mom used to have this like tote full of them, but she never locked them up or anything and hid them from us. She let us know like what they was for. She explained all that to us. So we never had to wonder. We didn't have to sneak around my mom knowing what this is, knowing what that is. My mom was very open and explained a lot of that stuff to us. And I think from that point of perspective, that's what a good mom should do. That's what a good parent should do anyway. Instead of taking stuff away and just telling your kids, no, you can't have that. No, explain to them why it's there. Explain to them everything. Don't just tell them no. Because telling them no,
they're going to want to go do it.
It's going to make them want to do it.
And then once they do it in secret, they're going to find a better form of it or a better way to do it.
I mean,
by that time, your daughter wearing clear pumps.
a large percent of issues is based on the curiosity of a person. Like, if they don't know what it is, they want to figure out what it is on their own. And if you as a parent or you as an older figure in their life ain't going to show them what it is, they going to find another way to figure it out. You might not like the result. That's why a lot of people become what they are now, because, well, nobody shows them what that is. Like, I mean, this is my brother. I ain't grow up with him and my mom's the way he did, so I don't know about all the shit he was talking about, but the person who did raise me, she didn't hide nothing from us either. She explained to us everything. And in that way, it didn't make me curious about nothing. And I think that people who blame their parents for their issues in their life because their parents didn't do something or did do something needs to like step up and take